Peace, family. What's good? About to take a Calgon bath, but I want to go in on. I'm gonna talk to my bride for a minute. I want to go in on what it means to be a superhero power couple that can generate $1 million to every community with the power couples, especially the ones with the most potential of being power couples, because they believe in autodidacts. Now, what is an autodidact? Einstein was an autodidact. You didn't have to teach Einstein to do what he do. He had to teach himself. He had to figure that out for himself. Nikola Tesla, your Michelangelos with the paintings and all that. Your teachers can only take you but so far if the gift is in you, right? So if you establish a platform where we all got a little bit of this autodidact thing with us, where we teach ourselves to be geniuses, right? To do something that's never been done before. We teach ourselves. I'm an autodidact, which means I may not have the same degrees as this doctor or this psychologist or this politician, but I have my own way of connecting to the intellectual circle. A bum could be an intellectual, right? You don't have to have a degree to start a business that can generate $600 billion a year. You just have to have people with degrees working for that business so that it works. So, what I did, right? The female superhero, that's my bride. It's her idealized version of herself. And she got the reins on it. But this is my, let me show you what I'm talking about. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. For real, because Thanksgiving basically means being thankful. And I'm thankful for my art. I'm thankful for being able to remain creative in this regard, because we have a calendar, family, and it's coded to the 64 squares. Now I'm going to zoom in on this because it's the I Ching. All 64 squares has different combinations of 6 lines. And those different combinations wind up giving you the I Ching. Now you got 6 dots up top. Black and white dots, right? The black is melanin. And then you have the white dots. Now, this sister, her outfit, when we zoom in on that, you can see there's bike chains all up in the outfit, right? And on the side here, you see the Hebrew, but you also see the letters coming off of the Hebrew. Right? Your hands can do the same thing when you start making hand signs or whatever. It follows the shape of the Hebrew language, the letters, right? Now, what I got on the side here, that 1/8 note, if you was to measure an orgasm in musical scent value, the multiple orgasm would be the 1/8 note. Okay? The 1/64th note, that's where the multiple happens. That's like one in the whole, every square. You see I got hip hop going across the top and the word sperm? Well, you got sperm cells and melanin. Like I said, up top, you got 6 dots. Different combinations of black dots and white dots going together. The sperm is the black dot. The white dot is the egg, the female egg. Okay? That calculates mitochondrial DNA over a span of time, sperm cells over a span of time. It calculates blood group systems, whatever blood group system you're in, right? Now this looks and reads just like a blockchain when you really look at it. Now her superpower is the ball, the circle flipping into the bubble. But the ball is the analemma. So you see that arrow right there? That's the analemma. Snap a picture of the sun, same time, same location, once a week. It forms a figure 8 with the dots of the sun every year, right? That's an analemma. Go in on that. But you see how it opens up and inside you got a Rubik's Cube? All that is mathematical speak. See how the Rubik's Cube burst open right there, turns into a snake, and the snake wraps around the arm, all around the body, the other arm. And then you got the bite chains. I call her Indo-Kush. Okay? Now, Che-Kush, which is more my archetype, I coded him with Sabak of ancient Kemet, the alligator god body. You got the lion god body, but the alligator god body. That means his outfit is coated in alligator skin. Okay, and his sword, which is what I want you to pay attention to, because that's his weapon. It's his archangelical weapon. Now the sword is also a shofar, a horn, right? And it has lasers coming out of it. So it's a shofar sword, the shofar sword of Che-Kush. And the way I put Che-Kush up in there, you know, I got the cards going through the letter, right? It's biomechanical. So the math reads like a video gaming system where you actually have to animate this particular superhero character to perform a task within a game, within a gaming system. So you see, I keep the zodiac signs and the roulette wheel, and I keep that theme going. Now this type of artwork is called originals. Originals is always associated with infinity. When we talking legal terms, physics, math. All right. Now the originals are always expensive, because that stays in the family. That's valuable. But this is how it all came out. This is how the artist or the engineer or the inventor, this is how his thoughts worked. Now, this particular character is associated with Nikola Tesla through me. I noticed that I didn't know who Nikola Tesla was. So let me share this little tidbit with you so I can close. I'm talking to my bride. I did not know who Nikola Tesla was, right? But what I did, sorry about that, I went in on his work. He was an artist. I saw as they was bringing the camera across in the documentary that his work was laid out on the table. He had to say the square. Now I said, oh shit, that's my work. I looked at my work and I looked at his work, and then I just studied him from that point forward, and it blew my mind. So he's like my professor for sure. And when we take the time to tell our story from the perspective of genius, we telling it from the perspective of Holy Spirit. Genius, go in on that word, the etymology, right? With the Arabs, it'll go right to the jinns. But genius, man, that's our IQ. So when this AI thing really takes over, it's got to come face to face with our collective IQ. And that's how we tell the story. That's how we face our enemy. We show and prove that there is such a thing as a collective IQ, that it can be measured out to 700 cents of a perfect fifth, because only a genius would cancel out the wolf fifth in the air so that we can have wireless energy. and we can compete. We can love each other with this energy, store data, transmit data with this energy. What is this energy called? If it's the fifth force of nature, then the only thing to measure it against is the other four forces and all the money that was generated from that. How do we own that, if not through our intellectual properties? Now, we're naturally doing it. Our history is always obeying the same code. But you can't patent the code. We can only patent the inventions. The code powers the invention. And it's a whole different system. And it's based on our ability to love each other, man, and keep ourselves young in spirit, in mind, in body. And that's why I'm thankful. My children inherit this craziness. And we fall in love with our crazy, man. We fall in love with our ability to be exceptional. And when we tell this history, we're going to tell it with something that we own, that we taught ourselves. And that's autodidacts. Everybody else they can have their degrees. They're verifying what we discovered. And it's only a discovery. God invented America. And we can prove it. America was prophesied. And if all the math comes together just right, that means our relationships are the variables. How we connect to keep this thing going. So, I want to close with this. Every holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, every birthday, from here on out, is sacred for reasons that has more to do with us than some corporation, man. This corporation thing, they're not human, but they making the law. They got the law looking like a corporation has the same rights and the same humanity as real people, real flesh and blood. What are you going to face down? You got to face down this AI thing. Still get the intelligence, still get the data. But what's filtering that out is sacred to us. And that's us. They don't own us. We have to own ourselves. And we know we've done this. If the end product is a banking system that's transmitting $600 billion a year, 3/5 of $1.5 trillion, with each square being 1.5 times 64 squares, and any and everything that can be calculated through that, and the womb. You know, it's always got that black woman sitting right in front of that 33rd degree, that eye haru. Yes, lovey. Yes, lovey. We can break the bank with this, man. One love, family. Enjoy your weekend.